flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Love throwing to start us off. Taken in by Dobbs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you've got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Escapes the pocket. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by Deron Bland. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Cowboys take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Another throw for Prescott. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. First down, here's Dak. Connects on the crosser. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Cowboys with their first shot inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he pays the price for the interception. Woo-hoo! Big hit brings an end to that return. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Slot man motioned over. So we saw dueling interceptions in a turnover-laden first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at first down here. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Malik Hooker with the tackle. Working quickly here. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Love. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. And they send a man in motion. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Packers looking for a score just before the break. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And they get this down to the 28. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Cowboys see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Launches one deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So that brings up second down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Well, a somewhat surprising way for us to begin the scoring here, Brock. And what it tells me is we could be in for a pretty wild type of game.
Yeah, I think you like wild, I like wild. Points can come in any variety in football, but you're right. When they start in this kind of fashion with the takeaway for 6, more often than not, stranger things occur.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's KaVontae Turpin on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air. Prescott after that pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 16-yard line.
A final throw before the break. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they're going to keep possession. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. On now is McManus to kick this away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Throw complete to Lamb. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st down, they'll run. We're working a couple of yards past the line. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's taken in by Lamb. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They give it to him again. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. trying to push this past the marker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
First and 10, Prescott. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Those edge rushers, we marvel at their 40 times when they're in spandex at the combine, but it's another thing in the heat of the action. Full pads to chase down these quarterbacks. What tremendous athleticism as he chased them down and he buried them.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Offense to the line for second down. Trying again, following the set. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Back to throw it. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first. Working inside the red zone. And the defender comes away with it. And the Packers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. They mark him short there, and the run gains nothing. It's 4th down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Hits his running back. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys losing by 7. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he drives this forward to the 6. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He brings it in.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock. And there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defense makes a stand, and they'll keep a 1-point lead with only seconds to play. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And this is recovered by the Packers hands team. They're going to win this game. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. That's into the hands of Downs. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they